Honorable Minister, once again, we're celebrating the gems for what they've done, but you spoke about a reward system that
Yes.
will surely spur on other athletes. Maybe
Yes.
just a little bit more of an explanation around that one.
So we've been working on it, and we've realized that over the last 3-4 years, even with COVID, especially this year, our athletes are really doing very well, and we needed to come up with a more structured way of celebrating our athletes so that it's fair across the board and everyone knows. If it's an international event like an Olympic Games, a Special Olympics, we awarded our athletes yesterday from 2019. If it's the equivalent of that, which would be your World Cup for netball or your World Cup for soccer, then there's different tiers. So I believe to start off with, which is something we feel very confident with, for the top level, for a gold medal is 5,000, for a silver medal, is 3,750, and for a bronze is 2,000. And then for your world championships, or your in some sports they have what they call world cups, which are smaller meets. It will be a little bit less than those figures. Then there'll be continental, like an All Africa Games, and then there'll be regional events. And again, so it'll all be tiered down. We just felt that it was really necessary to have. We know that the idea is to build that up and to increase that. But for where we are right now, we feel that that is a good starting point, and those figures will then be reviewed on a yearly or biannually every 2 years. And we're just grateful for our teams. Along with that, we're working on what then the team management officials would get. These were pretty much just for athletes, as well as then teams. Teams will obviously, we'll adjust that, and but right now we're basing everything off of one, and we'll make the final adjustments as we go on. This document is being worked on and finalized in the next 2 weeks, that I'm then presenting in Cabinet.
All right. A quick follow-up. Obviously, you spoke about the need for more corporate support. What is the ministry doing to make sure that you encourage corporates to support teams like the GEMS and other national sporting codes?
Well, I think part of the process, and through the SRC and the Sport and Recreation Board, and how we're working on our sports legislation, I'm hoping that will also build back the trust from corporates, because we've lost a lot of corporate sponsors because of the mismanagement and the naughtiness that's been happening with some federations. And so part of my ministry's job is strengthening the sporting legislation in there that will allow for more accountability within federations. And hopefully by doing that, the corporates will see that this is working, and that they all come back on board. What we've specifically been doing as a ministry as well is, when a federation comes to us and requests for money, it's not just signed off and said, yes, okay, here you go. It's looking at the federation. Do they have a plan? Are they on a 5-year plan? Have they been working towards this? What have they done themselves? Have they had audited accounts? All of that is taken into consideration, and then an amount is selected of what we can assist with and help.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.